Vlogmas 2019. My name is Alex and you are watching the Christmas recap. Before I get started, of course, I'd like to give a big warm welcome to returning viewers, new viewers, anyone in between. Thank you for joining me, and first of all, Merry Christmas. For others that are not of the Christian faith, whatever you're celebrating, I hope it is merry and bright. Of course, Happy Hanukkah to anyone of the Jewish community that might be watching. Hope you guys are having fun so far. Let's get started. Well, of course, the Advent calendar is already finished for Forbidden Fiber Company. We do have one day left for the Advent calendar tea. So we'll start with that. Today is Tea Shot, and this is a blend with acai, guarana, and ginseng. I wish I had read that before starting to record, just because I might be wired after tasting this. But let's give it a shot. No pun intended. It's good. Fruity. There is stevia in this, which not really a big fan, but oh well. But it is good. I think the predominant flavor is the acai berry, which kind of has this this cherry, brown sugar, some people almost say chocolatey notes. But it is good. So what all is in this? Okay, so apparently it also has green tea in it. So that's the caffeine aspect, which green tea doesn't really affect me as much as black tea or coffee would. Let's see, it has green tea, acai, stevia leaf, guarana, citrus, then not sure what the translation is for some of the other things, but it is good. I like it. So that is it for that Advent calendar, but good news is I have something to look forward to next year. So along with some other things, one of which I'll also share, my friend Jessie of the Two Sticks and Strings podcast, she knows I love tea. That was something that we would enjoy every time we were together growing up, is I would introduce her to a new tea. So that's gonna become our thing. But she sent me an Advent calendar tea box for next year. Woohoo! And I couldn't help but look ahead of time. Some of my favorites from this past one are in this. For instance, it starts with my favorite, the Winter Paradise. And it has, along with some of the same ones from last year, it does have some new flavors. So can't wait. But alas, still have a few days short of, or still have 11 months to go. But I can make it. I can hold on. So, of course, this is a Christmas recap. So tell me, how have your holidays been? Let me know. Have some fun gifties that I want to share that I've received. I won't be going through my entire haul. That would just take way too long. But I do have a couple of fun crafty or tea related things that I want to share. So let's begin. Of course, since I shared one of the things that I received from Jessie, here's something else. So this, of course, is our favorite by La Jolla. La Jolla is Vase Fingering Superwash Merino. This color is called Under the Sea, and oh my goodness, look at those colors. Of course, it has the blue, but it also has all different gorgeous speckles in there. Makes me want to sing under the sea, da 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 da. Under the sea, da 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 da. Darling, it's better down where it's wet to take it from me. All right, I'm done. But of course, being by the beach, how perfect is this? So that is one of the things that she sent me, and her box is on the way. Got it together a little late, but it's just one of those things where I wanted to make sure that I had everything that I wanted to send in the box and not have to wait or not have to go, oh shoot, I wanted to send her this, that, or the other. But it is on its way, so we'll see how she likes it. And then, of course, got a couple of fun things from my parents. One of those is a new ball winder. This is from Knit Picks. This is the box. Of course, I was so excited I set it up. So I am very excited, as much as, as well as the other one served me. It was kind of wearing down fast. As you crank it, it was very, very loud. And instead of being up and at an angle like this, first off, that was beautiful. It was purring just like a kitty cat. But anyway, the other one, you could really hear the gears kind of clacking and kind of grinding, which is really not very fun. But also on the spool or the bobbin where it would collect, it would start to go along smoothly, but it would get to a point where instead of winding up and down and collecting and staying on the cake, the yarn would catch and it would just start winding at the top and creating a big, or it would sometimes catch at the bottom too, and it would just create a big, nasty, tangled mess when you pulled it off. In fact, that's what happened back in late March before my trip to Germany. I was winding on the yarn for my mom's socks because that was the whole point. I was going to take that yarn with me, take the needles that I needed, and as soon as I bound off the socks that I was making for myself, I was going to cast those on right after. Instead, it did that, got into a huge tangled mess, and it sat in the craft room, and my mom so graciously detangled it for me, and she wound it. She just continued winding around the cake and just wound it into a gobstopper, basically. And she's not a crafter. Well, I shouldn't say that. She's not a knitter. She's not a yarn crafter. So anything, all of what I do is just, but the fact that she did that for me was very, very, just very appreciated and very kind. So I'm very grateful that she did that for me. And then, of course, I got to see Taylor, got to spend some time with him. He had his family get together while I was at work, and then he came up to my folks' house after, and then we spent the rest of Christmas with my family. But I hear my I'm kind of lowering my voice. I hear my neighbor's dog Charlie. Still have yet to meet him, but it's funny, there are times when he'll start barking at the door, but I kind of feel safer with him around, knowing that he's watching over the place. But anyway, so as I was saying, got to spend time with him as well as with my family as usual. But when he came up, he also had a gift from me from his parents and from his aunt and uncle, which I had met them on the last couple of family get-togethers. The one on Thanksgiving, and then the first one that I was a part of for 4th of July. So that was absolutely delightful and unexpected. And so I want to share what they gave me. So one of the things from his parents, they also gave me a mug, which I still have yet to unpack. But one of the things that they gave me is this book. It's called Knitting Ephemera, a compendium of articles, useful and otherwise, for the edification and amusement of the hand knitter. And it is by Carol L. Sulkowski. So I'm very excited to get into this book and start enjoying it. And then from his aunt and uncle, I got some tea. And take a look at the name. How appropriate. But this is a delightful assortment of pretty traditional British favorites. So of course it has English breakfast. So it has regular and decaf. It has Assam, Earl Grey, which Assam is a growing region in India. And there's Earl Grey, of course, lemon and orange black tea, green tea with jasmine, peppermint, and chamomile. So that was delightfully unexpected, and I cannot wait to start enjoying that. So, tell me guys, what are some of your favorite things that you've given or received? Or maybe something that, maybe wasn't necessarily to or from you, but maybe, your Uncle Joe gave something to your cousin Lisa and it made you laugh or really touched you in particular. Let me know. I'd love to hear. And I think that's pretty much it for today. I was going to get into I know I started the talking about traditional sweets, but I don't really have anything today. I do have some Christmas cookies from my mom, but as far as like something around the world, I don't have anything. But tell me guys, what are some of your favorite, since we're talking about Christmas cookies or holiday cookies, what are some of your favorites? Let me know. Some of mine include spritz cookies, which is a specific recipe of sugar cookie, but what makes a spritz cookie is the fact that you have basically a cookie press that extrudes the dough, and there you get a series of die dies, it's not really dice like rolling dice, but a die is a shape that you extrude, like pasta, or in this case cookies, and when you press them it creates that shape onto the cookie sheet. So there are some with Christmas trees. My mom will also bake spritz cookies for springtime, and she has like flowers, and she'll do like pretty pastel sprinkles on top. So that's one favorite. Another is icebox cookies or refrigerator cookies, which those are usually rolled out into a log and sliced really, really thin, and they're just light, delicate. They have just a certain very distinctive but also very delicate flavor that comes courtesy of a little bit of cinnamon and the leavening in it inside. Believe it or not, I think it has baking soda, but there's also, instead of like a baking powder or something else that provides the acidic content, it has vinegar, just regular white vinegar. And not only does it create the bubbles, it just adds a little extra something to the flavor of the cookie. I love those. I have a whole bunch of favorites. I won't go on, but tell me, what are some of your favorites? Let me know. All right, now that is it for tonight. I'll maybe be back tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Today's my Friday, so and I've got some things that need to be done this weekend. But in the meantime, take care. Enjoy the rest of your holiday season, because to me it's still the holidays, it's still Christmas, and we've got New Year's coming up too. So until next time, have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys later. Bye.